Let's explore some facts about the only country that still actively practices slavery. In fact, 2% of its population is enslaved. In this country, young girls are forced fed for they believe that the more fat a woman is, the more beautiful she is. Here are some facts about Mauritania. Let's start with the basics. Mauritania, officially the Islamic Republic of Mauritania, is a sovereign country in northwest Africa. It is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean to the west, Western Sahara to the north and northwest, Algeria to the northeast, Mali to the east and southeast, and Senegal to the southwest. By land area, Mauritania is the 11th largest country in Africa and the 28th largest in the world. 90% of its territory is situated in the Sahara. Most of its population of approximately 4.3 million lives in the temperate south of the country, with roughly one-third concentrated in the capital and the largest city, Nouakchott, located on the Atlantic coast. Mauritania is one of the least densely populated countries in the world. It is a desert country, which means it is constantly hot, dry, and dusty. The Islamic Republic of Mauritania is a deeply patriarchal society in which the women and girls are taught that they are inferior to men and must please men in order to have a fulfilling life. One manifestation of this culture is the standard of beauty for women, which emphasizes obesity as a sign of wealth, status, and desirability. The importance of achieving this beauty standard has resulted into the practice of labor, or the forced feeding of girls as young as 5 until they become obese. Young Mauritanian girls are traditionally force-fed and fattened for the sake of beauty and marriage. This is because Mauritanian traditions hold that among women, rolling layers of fat are the height of beauty. This preference originated centuries among the Moors, who are nomadic Muslims of Arabic and Berber stock, who make up 2/3 of Mauritania's 4.3 million people. To the ancient Moors, a fat wife, much like fat livestock, was a sign of man's wealth, proof that he had enough riches to feed her generously while others perished in the drought-prone terrain. Heavier girls and women are viewed as beautiful, wealthy, and socially accepted, while their slimmer counterparts are considered inferior and bring shame on the families in Mauritanian society. The practice of labor in Mauritania has serious health effects and women are fighting against it. Despite its prevailing Arab identity, Mauritanian society is multi-ethnic and a majority black country. The Bidan, or the so-called white Moors, make up 30% of the population, while the Aratin, or the so-called black Moors, comprise 40%. Both groups reflect a fusion of Arab, Berber ethnicity, language, and culture. The remaining 30% of the population comprises various sub-Saharan ethnic groups. The Berbers themselves, as with all Sahelians, are more mixed than that would be considered normal in Arab regions of the world. Mauritania gets its name from the ancient Berber kingdom that flourished beginning in the 3rd century BC and later became the Roman province of Mauritania, which flourished into the 7th century AD. The name Mauritania comes from the ancient kingdom of Mauritania itself, derived from the Maori meaning Moors. Many of the Arab tribes have claimed Yemeni descent. A 2000 DNA study of the Yemeni people did suggest some ancient connection might exist between the people. Arabic is the official and national language of Mauritania. The local spoken variety known as Hassaniya contains many verbal words and significantly differs from the modern standard Arabic that is useful for official communication. The obesity rate among the Mauritanian women is high due to the traditional standard of beauty in some regions, by which obese women are considered beautiful, while thin women are considered sickly. Slavery still persists in Mauritania, despite it being outlawed. It is the result of historical caste system, resulting in descent-based slavery. Mauritania officially abolished slavery in 1981, but the practice was not criminalized until 2007. In 2012, it was estimated that 10 to 20% of the population in Mauritania live in slavery. Those enslaved are darker-skinned Haratian, with their owners being lighter-skinned Moors. No cases have been successfully prosecuted under the anti-slavery law, despite the fact that de facto slavery still exists in Mauritania. Despite being rich in natural resources, Mauritania has a low GDP. A majority of the population still depends on agriculture, livestock for a livelihood, even though most of the nomads and many subsistence farmers were forced into the cities. Yeah, thank you for watching Africa Fat Corner.